What's up, everybody? It's time for another LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video. Today, I want to talk about a couple things that I feel can take LEGO Legacy from a good game to a great game. Now, I feel like right off the bat, it's going to seem like I'm crapping on Gameloft in half this video. I'm not crapping on Gameloft. It's quite the opposite. Like, before LEGO Legacy was even released, when I heard about it, I was like, yo, there is a LEGO game, which I love, made by Gameloft, which I like, that is a mobile RPG. This is the perfect game for me. I was so excited about it. I was so psyched. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get into the beta. I couldn't get into the beta, right? I'm not gonna hold that against them, but I was very excited about this game. It came out. I was very excited. I played it. There was like, oh my god. Like, at first, I was like, oh, there's so many, they did so many things right. Like, graphically, it's beautiful. The animations are great. There's a lot of character in the character. There's a lot of character in the characters, right? Like, I know it's Lego. There's already, like, the design is already set forward, but they stayed true to what Lego is. And I think they did a lot of great things. They also have a lot of, like, the way they did the skills, like, looking at things, there's so much room for potential new units, crazy amount of new units, crazy amount of different gameplay possibilities between sets and between units and between synergies. There's so much future potential. Just as I have a game design background. That's one of the things that I like. I've done this as a job before, right? So I'm looking at it from that perspective, and I'm like, they did so much right. So many good things about this game, so much future potential. I'm so excited about it. However, there are some things when I feel like they are trying to squeeze a little too much money out and being a little too much. They're a little too much gimme and a little less give the players gameplay, right? And the gameplay that we do have is great. The gameplay that we do have is like pretty fun, right? But I wish we had more of it. Well, we'll get into that, but I just wanted to talk about, like, just right off the bat say, like, it's gonna seem like I'm crapping on Gameloft, but it's not. It's like one of those things where, like, if you're a parent and you have a kid and the kid's got like 170 IQ and it's like, oh, he's gonna be a doctor, and he's like, I'm gonna be a bass guitarist in a metal band. It's like, no, don't do that. You have so much potential. What are you doing? Okay, so let's get it started. But I just wanted to preface that with, it's going to seem like I'm crapping on Gameloft, but I mean, I wish they would message me back. I wish they would email me back or PM me back on Discord or anything. Gameloft, what? I don't know. Anyway, I would love to talk to them more lately about but I've been trying to get in touch with them since Dungeon Hunter Champions, right? Still, like, for a year, I've been trying to get in touch with them. I can't. Anyway. Moving on, let's start off. So, like I said, oh, that's not the wrong direction. Well-designed gameplay, lovable characters, lots of room for future characters, expansion, skill, etc. These, like, this is the things that it's doing right? Things that it's doing right. The game is designed with so much potential for the future. I already said that. It's a shame to see the devs ruining the potential to make a couple quick bucks. Yeah, why are they using? Like, I feel like there's a framework for other mobile games have done, but the other mobile games that have used this framework of, like, let's try to make as much money as quickly as possible, those games don't last. Like, this game has potential to last like 5 years or more. Like, it's got a lot of potential for the future. It really does. I believe that, because I believe that they put a lot of effort into, like, making a game that was designed well. But then they go the route of the mobile games that were like nail and bail, burn and churn, like games that last like a year and like make a bunch of money at first and then they're done and then they fizzle out and then they close the servers. Like, they're going with that, like, monetary scheme when they have something that could be more rewarding long term. So here's another thing that I was wanted to pose. What is better for business? A player spending $500 the first week and realizing they had scammed, charging back the app store and leaving? Potentially charging back. Some people may charge back, some people may not, but I feel like a lot of people, if they spend money and they're like, I'm gonna get things, and they're like, they don't get things, and then they're like, okay, well, I got screwed. Like, right? I mean, I personally get that feeling as well from spending money. Or a player spending $100 a month, being happy, playing for 3 years, and being more inclined to play other Gamesoft games later. Gameloft games later. I feel like, as someone that's been in this, and also someone that's been in many other businesses, period, having a long-term customer is extremely valuable. not having something that's like a nail and bail, right? That you want. Okay. Anyway, I just feel like it's. I would love to see them try to nurture long-term players instead of trying to make a short-term like quick buck. And I feel like that's unintentional. Maybe it's unintentional. Like I feel like that's unintentionally what they're doing. They're like really not, because you don't really get anything for your money. Like every time I spend $100 on like packs or anything, it's like you don't get anything. It's like, oh well, I got 4 units at like their lowest power level that I can't really even do anything with yet. What did I spend $100 on? I could have bought 2 full price games for that. And like I know that we are playing mobile games. I know that we're playing free to play freemium mobile RPG games. Like it's gonna be expensive if we want to get the fun toys. But you should be able to spend the money and get the fun toys at the same time, right? And you should be able to use the fun toys. Because if you get even a couple fun toys, they're just, it's not about the money that the money spent. It's about what you get for it, in my opinion, right? It's about what you get for it. They really got to give more for spending. Because I'm not opposed to spending money. And I know some people don't spend money at all, which is fine. And I know some other people are like, I'm not opposed to spending either. But I just feel like they have to get something for that. Because it's a win-win. Like, if you get more for the money that you spend, then you're happy. And then you're more inclined to spend more in the future. Like, right now, I'm just like, why? Like, I have money to spend more. But why would I? I didn't get anything when I spent before. So why would I spend again? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I already said that, basically. So, let's talk about things that they... 5, 6, 7 minutes! 7 minutes before we even got to what actually I feel that they can improve on. So, let's talk about things that they can actually improve on, because right now I'm just being a negative Nancy. But here's the thing, and I gotta drive this home. I feel like the game has so much potential, and I want to see Gameloft succeed. I want to see LEGO Legacy succeed. But there just needs to be, man. I know they're not going to, right? Because you know mobile devs don't listen to anything ever. Especially when it's financially, right? Or financially concerned. You know they're not going to listen, but you can't, you can try to explain to people, but it whatever. Anyway, I've seen so many games that had so much potential fail. And I don't want to see it again, right? Anyway, more gems or more value in shop for what you buy. Mostly for bag and coin purchases. I feel like the XP is not that bad, like, as far as, like, what you get. But the coins, man, you need so much gold in this game. Like, even if you spend money, you still need more gold. Like, there's no amount of gold that is going to be enough. And, like, when you run a stage and you get, like, a couple hundred gold, and then you're like, okay, well, if I'm getting, 250, 500 gold for a stage or whatever, and then you go and you say, like, okay, how much gold does it take to 6 or 7 star a unit? It's $1 million. How are you going to go from 250, 500 to $1 million? Like, you got to spend money, like, you got to just spend money on gold. You got to just wail on specifically gold. You know, like, it's unbalanced is what I'm saying. It's unbalanced. And then the bags, I'm not saying the bags need to give you, like, 10 times the amount of stuff, but like double the rates. I feel like that's fair. You would still have to whale if you want good stuff, but you'd actually get something for the money you spend. Like, eventually, you're still going to be spending several $100s if you want fun toys, but you'd actually get them, and you'd be able to use them a little bit more, right? Doubling the rates is not astronomical, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like 40 bags for $100, and then you get, like, you basically, I mean, because most of the time it's just 10 pieces of a unit anyway, and you can't even summon a unit for 10 pieces. You look at other games, like, of course there's other shard-based games and piece-based games, but you look at a lot of other games that, like, you summon a thing, you get the unit. You know, the units, you still have to level the unit up and everything, you still have to build the unit, but you actually get the unit. So here, you get partial pieces, even if you upgraded the unit, even if you got all the gear for the unit, even if you got all the gold for the unit, everything, all the materials to skill it up, it would still not be strong enough. It would still not be 7-starred. If you 7-starred it, you still wouldn't have all that. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. People have played, like, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. People have played, like, other games similar to this. They're like, yeah, we've been dealing with this thing for years and years and years. But there's enough people that are just tired of that. I don't know. It's the thing is, again, the thing is, I'm not opposed to spending money, but you don't really get anything for it anyway. There's just not enough, even for free to play. Here's the thing, even for free to play players, like, you want to have players playing your game, even free to play players. Like and mobile devs don't understand this. Like, it's important to have free to play players because then they are just free advertising. They are a beacon of, they're telling their friends to play. They're telling their relatives to play. They're like, oh yeah, I've been playing this game. You know, I've been having fun. I could play. I don't got no money. I play for free to play. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. And that's free advertising. That's your people doing your job for you. You don't have to spend money on ads. If you do that successfully and you keep those free-to-play players happy, it's very important to keep the keep all the players happy, keep the spending players happy, keep the free-to-play players happy. And I think there's so many devs that miss out on that opportunity for all that free publicity, and then they spend crazy amounts of money on ads when they could have got all that exposure for free. Anyway. My goodness, it's just a rant. This is just a rant. Okay, more PvP, please. Please, 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 please. Okay, here's the thing. If you want to attract people that want to spend money, right? People that want to spend a lot of money, there needs to be PvP. Like, there's PvP, don't get me wrong, there's arena, but it's 5. It's 5 arena invites per day, and then you're done. What is the point of whaling and spending if you only get to flex and show off and, yeah, look how good I am 5 times a day? That's not enough. There's so many games that have failed for a lack of PvP, and like, PvE is cool, right? More PvE modes is cool, but and I'm not saying anything about like don't include more PvE modes, because I love that, but the lack of PvP is discouraging whales and kind of hindering long-term potential. And I really hope they reconsider and add a lot, because five attacks a day, 5 PvP battles a day is not even close to being anywhere near enough PvP for a game that's going to entice whales. Because really what you want is like whales between the age of like I don't know, maybe anywhere between like 25 and 50 that have jobs and that have income and that are going to spend money on the game and they want to flex and they want to be cool. I'm sorry for being honest, but want to flex and be cool. Myself included. I'm not going to say that's not me too. Myself included. Yeah, there needs to be more PvP. More gold. Oh, please. Please. More gold from campaign or less gold requirements for leveling. This is just too unbalanced. Like, it's not that it's like too pay to win. It's too unbalanced. It's just unbalanced. Like, there's just, you can't do it. Like, you can't do anything with the amount of gold that it gives you. It's just, there's always, even if you spend, there's still way more gold than you would ever need, like, than you could ever really spend. Like, I'm not going to sit here and spend $5,000 on just gold in the game. That's insane. There absolutely needs to be, this needs to be rebalanced. It's not like lower the price of the packs. This is not balanced correctly. I'm just being honest. Even for a pay-to-win game, it's not balanced correctly. Another one, the opportunity to pay money to get units you missed if you were not playing at the time of the events. This would be cool. I don't have a problem with this. I feel like it's, like, as long as you play and do the events, it'd be nice, right? It's nice to get the opportunity to get things that you missed. Just my feelings. I don't like having, like, missing out on things just because I didn't know about, or like I wasn't invited to the beta. I could not get into the beta, therefore I don't get the units. Like, nothing I did wrong, right? I played the game as soon as it was launched. I would like to be able to somehow make up for that, but again, I feel like I'm kind of leaving out players that don't spend a ton of money, or like somehow disrespecting them. I don't mean to do that, because like I said, they're very important, but every time I talk about paying, like, I don't mind paying, and people are watching, they're like, yeah, well, I mind paying, I don't want to pay all this money for all this stuff either, so no disrespect intended. More units, but just like, it's nice to be able to get things that were not like, oh, well, I wasn't playing then, so I just don't get it ever. That's not fun. Like, that's never fun, right? More new units, which they're already doing. I'm not going to say like, oh, they're not doing this. They need to do this. They're doing this wrong. They're already doing this. They're already planning on rolling this out. This is great. I'm not saying anything is wrong with this. No more new game modes, which they're already doing, especially PvE. There's no new PvP game modes coming, but hopefully there will be soon. Hopefully. I mean, I would like, here's the thing. I would like in-game chat too, but I know that's not going to happen because they want to be appealing to freemium mobile game. We want to be appealing to kids. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, I know that they're trying to be like kid friendly and safe and like a thing that parents can stick their kids. But see, here's the thing. Like, you're trying to be kid friendly and safe, but if you stick the kid in with the Lego game, they only have a very little amount of gameplay per day to be able to do that. And then they're like, oh, what's next? The kid's got to spend more money. The kid doesn't have the money, right? So more gameplay? More gameplay? I mean, they're adding more gameplay in the future, but yeah. More gameplay. Yeah, more gameplay per day for players. Manual, not auto. Because I feel like another thing is like, why would you, and I feel like a lot of this is directed more towards Gameloft. Why would players, if they only get like 20 minutes of gameplay a day out of the game, why are they gonna spend thousands of dollars for 20 minutes a day of gameplay? That doesn't seem like it is very valuable. You know what I mean? I can see spending money if you are getting a lot of gameplay. If you're going to be able to play the game a lot per day, there's just not enough. Like, you can manual all the stages instead of sweeping, but like if you want to force gameplay, but I would, again, this is something that could be fixed with more PvP for sure. And that's really the thing, is like, there is plenty of PvE modes already. There's just a significant and massive lack of PvP right now. There's 5 battles a day compared to like do other things. You do like all the different, like the coin event and the XP event and then the elixir event, like all that stuff. And you could do like the regular campaign. You could do all that stuff for, you know, there's a lot that you can do there. I mean, most of it's sweeping anyway, but still, just compared to 5 PvP a day. Anyway, I know I'm ranting. I know this probably, everyone's gonna hate. They're gonna be like, big, all the stupid things that you said in this video are terrible. But that's just my feelings. And again, this is coming from a place where I want to see the game succeed, because I want this game to blow up. I want there to be millions of people playing it and enjoying it. And it's got so much potential. And again, no disrespect to free-to-play players, because I feel like I said that a million times, like, oh, spend money on this, spend money on that. And people are like, okay, well, screw me, I guess. But free-to-play players are very important too, and everyone should be able to enjoy the game. I believe that, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. Maybe Gameloft sees it and is like, you know what? Everything he says is dumb, but let's add more PvP. Maybe at the very least we get that, or maybe they're like, let's up the coin amount per campaign stage. Maybe we get anything. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next giant rant video. Okay, maybe we got to do some gameplay videos next at this point. Anyway, but again, it's hard to build the units even if you spend money. So what are we gonna see gameplay on a unit that I can't build, because even if I spend money, I can't level them up fully? Gotcha there. Anyway, that's for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.